Hello and welcome to this gentle yoga video. Coming to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like to you, whether it is on your mat or in a chair, we're going to begin by bringing attention and awareness into our breath. So follow that breath as you inhale in through your nose and out through your nose. Inhaling in through your nose and out through your nose. And doing this exercise with your own breath at your own pace, just simply following your breath as you inhale and exhale. Maybe your eyelids get a little soft. Maybe you start to close your eyes, but you're just following your breath with your mind, watching it go in through your nose and out through your nose. And on your next inhalation, I want you to come up into that inhale and pause slightly and then exhale. And again, inhaling, taking a small pause at the top of the inhale, and then exhaling. Inhaling in through the nose, pause, and exhale. And then letting your breath return back to normal. And bringing your hands out to the side. And then hands together, palms together, bringing them into the chest. Palms pressing, thumbs at your sternum. Bringing your shoulders down and your elbows back. Taking one more deep breath in. And then letting it out, exhale. And then bringing your hands down by your side, opening your eyes, opening your face up wide, mouth wide, and then closing it all down, eyes, face, and inhaling, opening that again, exhaling, closing it all down, inhaling, opening it all up again, and exhaling, closing it all back down. And then releasing, returning to whatever your beautiful normal face looks like. And you're going to take your neck and slowly turn your head to gaze over your right hand shoulder on the inhale. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, turn that neck over the left hand shoulder. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, turn that head up, gazing up at your ceiling. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, bring that neck down to your chin. Inhale, come up and forward. Take a nice big inhale in and exhale. And if you're seated on the floor, you can change the cross of your legs if that's available to you. And getting back situated in your seat by rolling your thighs. Coming back to that comfortable seat again. And then you're going to start to move your shoulders. Just little shoulder rolls, getting into those shoulders, and you can feel it go all the way out into your hands. And then reversing that action. And your shoulder rolls can be as big or as small as you want them to be. And then one last time, coming to stillness, bringing your hands either on your thighs or on your hips as we begin to just move our torso and our spine around our hips. So So we're just moving in a circle, clockwise and counterclockwise. And your rotations can be as small or as large as your body allows or wants them to be. We're just gently warming up our spine right now. So don't worry so much about focus and form as we are doing this exercise. And then coming to stillness. Inhaling, bringing your arms out to the side. Bringing the triceps up to the biceps. Bringing the shoulders in, keeping the palms down. Bringing the shoulders away from the ears. Inhaling, exhaling. And now bending your elbows and bringing your palms behind your head. Slightly lifting your head up on your neck. And then curling your arms forward. Coming into a little round ball. And then coming back up. And tilting your head back slightly. Just holding your hand into your head together. And then coming back up. Interlacing your fingers behind your head now more solidly. Inhaling, sitting up in your torso, engaging your core, pulling up through that core, bringing that shoulders down away from your ears, sitting up nice and tall. And as you keep your sit bones facing forward, just turn your torso to the right hand side, keeping that core nice and engaged. And then come forward, exhale, inhale. And now engage that core once again, lifting up through your torso, equal sides long on both sides of your torso and spine. And engaging that core, turn to face the left. And then exhale, coming back around. Inhaling, keeping that core up nice again. Engaging that spine, engaging that core. And then tilting over to your left hand side. Bringing your gaze up. And then coming back forward to the top of your spine. Inhaling, engaging that core. And then tilting over to your right. Looking up. And then coming back to the top of your spine. Lifting up one more time, equally through both sides of your torso. Now stretching out through your arms by bringing your elbows back slightly, bringing your shoulders down away from your ears, engaging that core one more time, sitting up nice and tall. And then exhale, releasing the hands and bringing the arms down. And maybe rolling the shoulders and moving the torso in any way that you need to release this action. In the chair, come to the front edge of the chair. Bring your legs out at a 90-degree angle. Lifting up on your toes. Try and place each toe into the ground one at a time. Pressing through your feet, engaging your feet, standing through your feet even though you're sitting on a chair. Isometrically bringing those shins together. Isometrically bringing your thighs apart. Tucking that tailbone. Sitting up nice and tall in your torso. Engaging your core by sucking in and then letting go. You still want to breathe. Bringing the shoulders down away from your ears. Bringing the hands down to your side. Utthita. Inhaling, bringing those arms up in the air, engaging those arms. Virabhadrasana, or upward arms, bringing the shoulders down away from your ears as you lift up through your torso and slowly hinge at the hips, coming forward into a little fold as far as you can go. So maybe that's here, or maybe that's here. And then bringing your hands down, coming into a little forward fold. Arms back out in front. slowly come all the way back up. Bringing your hands out, engaging your arms by bringing the triceps up to the biceps. Inhaling, lift that right leg off the ground and then bring it out to the side slightly. Inhaling, lift that left leg off the ground and then bring it out to the side slightly. Toes are sort of pointed towards the corners of my mat. And I'm going to bend my hands into cactus arms. Inhaling, sitting up nice and tall. Exhaling, I'm slowly going to tilt to the right and then come back up. I'm going to tilt to the left and then I'm going to come back up. I'm going to bring my arms out straight. I'm going to bring my palms together in front of my heart as I bring my feet to meet each other on my mat. I'm going to bring my legs again, hip distance apart. I'm going to bring my right leg out in front. Heel is on the ground. My leg is engaged. My knee is not locked. So my leg is engaged. If it's too much to engage your leg and not be able to lock out your knee, you can bring your foot down to the ground. It's whatever is comfortable in your body. My other leg is at a 90-degree angle. So I am inhaling. I'm going to bring my arms up, arms wide, and a 5-pointed star. And I'm going to turn to look over my left-hand shoulder. And I'm going to come to center. And I'm going to turn to look over my right-hand shoulder. And I'm going to come to center. And I'm going to switch my feet. Turn to look over my right-hand shoulder. Inhale. Forward. Turn to look over my left-hand shoulder. Inhale. And then come forward. And then bring both of my feet. Slow marches. Just nice slow marches with your hands on your thighs. Coming up, going down, coming up, going down, coming up, going down, and then coming to stillness. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Come towards the front edge of your mat. And you're going to move your body a little bit more to the right-hand side of your chair, but you're still seated on the chair. Inhaling, lifting that right leg up, and then bringing it over. And then you're going to straighten that leg as much as possible. And like I said, you might have to play with your position on your chair. You're going to bring your heel to the ground. Or you can bend that knee slightly and bring the sole of the foot to the ground. Whatever is comfortable in your body. You're going to inhale, bring your arms up, 5-pointed star arms. And as you exhale, you're going to slowly start to hinge forward to come, bringing your arms down to the ground. Now maybe you go here. If you have a block nearby, you can go to a block. Making sure that you are not locking out the extended leg's knee. And then pressing up, coming out of that pose, bringing that knee back. And then doing it on the other side, so bringing that leg out slightly, coming onto your chair, maybe on the side, and then extending that foot. And taking your block with you, or you can have a block on each side. Inhaling, arms up, nice and tall in your torso, and then slowly hinging, coming down. Trikonasana, or triangle pose. And then coming back up, lifting that leg up, bringing those feet together, marching your feet out on your chair, and then coming to stillness, engaging those feet into the ground, engaging your whole body as you lift your arms up in the air, upward arms, bringing those arms back down those shoulders back down away from your ears. Inhaling, sit up. Exhaling, come forward halfway. And then folding the rest of the way if you like. And then coming back up. Bringing your hands together in front of your chest. Inhaling, exhaling. Doing that same action again, bringing the right leg bent to the side, bringing the left leg out slightly this time if you so desire, or you can keep it straight out in front of you. This time you're going to keep that right leg bent, and you can straighten the left leg. Extending, bringing the arms up wide, like airplane arms or five-pointed star, engaging your arms, sitting up, and then turning your gaze to look over your right hand side. Nice and long in your torso. Making sure that that extended leg's knee is not locked out. Inhaling, exhaling. And then bringing your legs in the middle and switching that action. Coming into Virabhadrasana II or Warrior II on the other side. Lifting up through your torso, exhaling, and then gazing over that extended arm. Inhaling, exhaling, and then lifting that leg, coming forward, bending both of those legs together, arms up in the air, coming back down, coming forward slightly halfway, going down to the floor again if you like. Inhaling, coming back up, bringing the hands together, palms in front of your chest. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Now inhaling, bringing those arms up again, engaging those arms, upward arms, Utthita arms, lifting up through your arms as we come forward again, either halfway or all the way down to the ground. And then coming all the way back up, hands together, and then on your thigh, lifting up that right leg, bringing it back out where we did, 90-degree angle. This leg can either extend or it can be bent. Inhaling, bringing those arms up again, five-pointed star arms, engaging those arms, pressing through your feet. You're pressing so much through that foot that you're almost lifting up off your chair. Now you're going to bend your right arm and bring your forearm to your thigh and bring that left arm up and over. Coming into extended side angle. Breathing in, trying to keep your torso equal parts long on this side and this side. And then exhaling, coming up and moving your feet to the other position to do the other side of this pose. Inhaling in, coming into five-pointed star. And then bringing that forearm down to your thigh and swooping that arm up overhead. And now if this is too much of a stretch for you, you can always just bring your hand down to the thigh. Just coming into this nice little angle. And then inhaling, coming back up, lifting that leg, bending the knees, bringing them both out in front, marching them out a little bit. Inhaling one leg out slightly, inhaling the other leg out slightly, sitting up nice and tall in your torso, bringing your hands out to the side, bringing them up, cactus arms, inhaling, sitting up tall, exhaling, slowly starting to bend to the left, coming back up, bend to the right, coming back up, bringing your arms up, and then coming forward here as far as you can go. Maybe you bring your hands to the ground, pressing through your feet to coming all the way back up, palms together, front of your chest. Hands on your thighs as you bring each one in together. Now we're going to engage our feet and engage our legs as we press down through our feet to stand up and come to standing. So coming to standing right near our chair, we're going to bring our feet a little bit further than hip distance apart. We're going to bring our arms out in front of us, bringing our arms back. And we're going to bend our knees right over our chair. We're going to see if we can go all the way down and let our sit bones hit the chair and then just press back up. And while we're doing this, we're coming up nice and tall in our sternum. We've got our core nice and engaged. Our sit bones are tucked. Our arms are out in front of us. They're facing each other. Palms are facing each other. Shoulders are drawn back. Pressing through your feet as you bend your legs. Seeing your sit bones back and down. Just coming into a nice little squat. And then pressing through your feet to come back up. Coming into a nice little squat. Touching the chair. And then pressing through your feet to come back up. And then bringing your hands down. Now, if it's available to you, you can use your chair as something to balance with. As you start by engaging your feet into the earth, lifting up on your toes, placing each one in the ground, one at a time. Isometrically drawing the shins together, rolling the thighs back and down, tucking the tailbone, lifting up through the core and sternum, hands down by your side. Now you're holding on to the chair and you're slowly going to segue your weight into the side that is holding the chair as you lift one foot off the ground slightly. Now it can stay here, or maybe it comes up a little bit further. And if you want, see if you can let go of the chair. And then coming back down. And instead of moving the chair or the wall, just turn around. But we're going to do the other side. So making sure you're engaging in that foot, pressing down through the earth, and then slowly segueing your weight onto that balancing leg as you lift the other leg off the ground slightly. Maybe you bring that leg out. Maybe you bring that arm out. And then coming back and down to the earth. And standing again in front of that chair. Bringing your feet a little bit further than hip distance apart. Inhaling, bringing your arms out. Exhaling, pushing through your feet as you bend your knees, sending your tailbone back. And then coming to seated on the chair, hands together. And now you're going to come seated towards the front edge of your chair. And I'm going to turn my chair around this way, just so you can see better. I'm coming towards the front edge of my chair. I have my hands holding on to my chair. My shoulders are rolled back. I'm engaging my core, pressing up through my core. And as I am engaging my core and lifting up, I'm going to try and use the muscles of my core to lift my left leg off the ground. And then bring it back down. And then I'm going to do that same action, my right leg. And I'm going to bring it back down. Excellent. So you can try that a couple times, both sides. Now I'm going to bring my arms up in the air. I'm going to make sure that my shoulders and my wrists are in a line. I'm going to bring those arms back and down. I'm engaging my core. I'm sitting up nice and tall, inhaling, exhaling. On my next breath, I'm going to slowly start to tilt back, keeping my feet on the ground, and I'm going to go back as far as I can go without rounding my back. And then pressing through my feet to come forward. I'm going to do that action one more time. I'm going to come all the way back. And then coming forward. And now I'm going to add my legs. So I'm engaging my arms, sitting up nice and tall, moving backwards. And I'm going to lift my right leg. Maybe it goes here. Maybe it's straight. Bending it. Coming back. I'm going to do the same with my left leg. Straighten it. Play with the position. And then come back. And then bringing your arms down. Taking a nice big inhale. And exhale. So we're going to either stay with that on this next round, or we're going to try and lift both of our feet at the same time. So being cautious, bringing your arms up in the air, bringing your arms back and nestled into your sit bones, lifting one leg off the ground, and now you're going to tilt back slightly, and we're just going to hover that foot like we did in the balance. So see if you can just hover that other foot off of the ground without curling your back. See if you can hover that other foot off the ground. See if you can't just bring it up to meet its friend. And then coming back down. And then trying the other leg. So bringing the other leg up. Seeing if you can't hover. 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 And then maybe it comes and joins its friend. And you can also do this action with both of your hands on the chair. You can bring one leg up and hover. And hover. And then see if they can meet their friend. And once they're here, maybe they want to straighten. So play with it. And now coming into bound angle pose. Now, if you have the flexibility, you can always lift your knees, bring them both into the chair with you, and then bring the palms of your feet together. So that's one option, but I have other options for this pose too. So if you have blocks or books, you can start by putting one on the ground and then lifting a foot and then lifting the other foot and then bringing the soles of your feet together, and you can kind of scoot forward on the front of your chair. Now, you can always add another block to that equation. Bringing both of the feet up and then placing the soles of the feet together, sitting up nice and tall, stretching from the inside of your groin all the way down to the inside of your knees. Inhaling, exhaling, pressing your feet into each other as they're sitting on the blocks or on the floor or in your chair. And now you're going to bring your arms up, Virabhadrasana, upward arms, bringing them back down, engaging your torso, engaging your spine, engaging your core, lifting your torso and your spine. That sounds better, doesn't it? So engaging your core, lifting your torso and your spine, bringing those arms back down, shoulders down away from the ears. And you can stay here, or if it's available to you, you can slowly start to hinge forward. But think about going forward and not down. Forward and not down. And then if you like, when you can go forward no further, you can come down to the ground, folding into this position. Inhaling, exhaling, and then inhaling, coming back up from wherever you are and bringing your hands down to your thighs. You're going to bring your right leg up left leg up, left leg on the floor, right leg on the floor. You're going to take those blocks or those books and you're going to turn them this way so that your whole foot can fit on it lengthwise, bringing the right foot up, coming into your chair, coming forward. I'm about the middle part of my chair. That's where it works for me, but play a little bit with your anatomy as to what feels comfortable with you. I'm going to take my left leg, and it's either going to be bent like this in a 90-degree angle, or I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to stretch it forward, engaging that leg, lifting up on that kneecap so that I know that I am not locking it out. I can stay here. I can inhale, bringing the arms up, upward arms. I can stay here, or I can hinge forward, coming forward, remember, as far as I can, and then coming down. So picking an option with this pose, and whatever that option is for your body. Folding, and then slowly coming back up. And I want you to take your left arm and nestle it right around that bent leg. And turn to face your whole body, your whole torso, to the right. So we're turning our whole torso to the right. You can even take your hands and pull just that torso through. But we're trying to keep our hips facing the front of our chair as we pull that leg into our arm, and we're pressing our leg into that arm and our arm into our leg to create this resistance. So this is no resistance. And then here I am pressing and lengthening my torso. Inhaling, exhaling, and then coming back down. And this can look like this in your body as well, with one arm this way, or you can press into that arm this way. But coming forward, putting that leg on the ground, you're going to move and shift those blocks over to the side. Lifting the other leg up, placing it on the blocks, straightening the leg that is going to be extended. I'm going to move these blocks out a little bit further, so you have to play with this with your own body anatomy and what feels good in your body in this position. Inhaling, choosing our options, knowing what options we have, either staying here or slowly hinging, coming between your bent leg and down to the ground. Bringing your hands here or here. And then inhaling, slowly coming all the way back up. And then turning your whole torso to face that bent knee, nestling that knee up to your body, just pulling yourself up to it, engaging, lifting that torso, sitting up nice and tall, keeping those hips facing forward, and then coming forward out of that twist, taking that leg off the block, moving the blocks to the side, bringing the feet back, coming into almost a 90-degree with your feet on the floor, coming up on your tiptoes and down on your heels, and then up on your tiptoes, down on your heels. One more time, inhaling, coming up on your tiptoes, and then inhaling, bringing your arms up in the air, upward arms, engaging your core, lifting up, bringing those shoulders back down. Inhale, and then as you exhale, slowly come forward, trying to keep those toes lifted. And then folding forward if you like. Putting those feet back down on the ground and coming back up. And then bringing those arms down, and you're going to bring your hands to grab the back side of your chair, rolling those shoulders back, bringing your head back, chest up, Opening up into a nice little back bend. Taking a nice deep breath here. And then coming forward, hugging your arms this way. And then coming back out of that. And then hugging your arms this way. And then wringing your arms wide. Engaging those arms one more time. Bringing the triceps up to the biceps. Getting in your core. And then relaxing and releasing and bringing it all down. And then just stretching and moving in any way on the chair that your body is telling you that you might need to move. And you're going to come back after you've released all of that energy and move back into that chair. And you're going to tilt backwards and bring your forearms to the back of the chair. And you're going to press your forearms into the chair to lift your chest. And as you lift your chest, you're going to bring your head down to your chin to your chest. And then coming back down. And I'll show from the side. So I'm in the chair. And I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. So I'm at a slight angle, if this is comfortable to you. I'm going to bring my arms to the chair. And as I press my arms into the chair, I'm going to lift my chest up. And then I'm going to bring my head down and lift my chest up. And lift my chest up. And lift my chest up. And I'm pressing my feet into the ground. And I'm moving my thighs together. And then I'm come back. And if there's any chance that you might tilt backwards while you're doing that, make sure that you have your chair up against a wall before you start this posture. So we'll try that one more time, bringing our arms into the chair, keeping our arms engaged, pressing our arms into the chair to bring our chest up, and then bringing our head down to our chest. Inhaling, exhaling, and then releasing. And then coming back to your chair into a comfortable seated position. In this comfortable seated position, before we begin this breathing exercise, you're going to imagine that your lungs are divided into two parts. And as we begin to close our eyes and come into our breath, just bringing our body and our awareness into our breath, we're going to start by inhaling in to the bottom portion of that two-part lung. So inhaling into the bottom portion and taking a slight pause. And then inhaling into the upper portion fully to your whole lung. A slight pause. And then exhaling fully out from the bottom portion of your lung and the top portion of your lung. So you're going to do that with your own breath at your own pace. And I'll show here, inhaling in. So again, with your own body and with your own breath. Now, if the pause is too much, then just inhale in twice like this. Or if you want to add an added challenge, add a 3-second pause instead of a 1-second pause like this. But whatever that breath looks like, just moving with your own breath at your own pace as you've divided your lungs, breathing in and out fully into all the segments of your lungs. And then on your final round, coming to normal breath and just watching that inhalation and exhalation of your normal breath, filling the prana or the breath as it moves through your body after we've done this breathing exercise. And now you're just going to move your body in any position that feels comfortable for you to get ready for Shavasana, or final resting. So that could be just tilted back in your chair a little bit. That could be maybe you bring your legs forward. Maybe you bring your legs out to the side. Maybe your hands come down. Maybe your palms stay up. You can even tilt your head back slightly, or you can fold your hands over your chest. But whatever a comfortable position looks like to you, as we close our eyes and come back into that breath again, we're going to count 1 with the inhale, 2 with the exhale, 3 with the inhale, 4 with the exhale, until you get to 10, moving with your own breath at your own pace, with your own body. And slowly start bringing awareness into your fingers and toes. And letting that breath deepen. Taking your hands wherever they are and making a fist. And then releasing that fist. Flexing your feet. And then releasing your feet. Taking a big inhale through your nose. And then one big exhale through your mouth. And then bringing your hands out wide and then palms together in the center of your chest. Keeping your thumbs at your sternum or your heart center. Take a 1 big inhale in, 1 big exhale out. And remember that you can take this feeling of yoga with you off the mat and into the world. And remembering to treat yourself the way you would treat your very best friend, with love, with kindness, and with respect. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me.